All right, Shalom Israel. First and foremost, as always, I would like to give all praises, honor, glory, respect, and blessings to Yahweh, Bashem, Yahweh Shai, Bashem, Rachaha, Kodash. Salutations to the Lord's elect on the four corners of the earth, pushing this truth and sincerity while patiently waiting for Yahweh Shai's return, and double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone, which have taught us everything we know through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. And welcome to another series of quick news being brought to you by the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Yahweh Shai. And as you see in the article, the title of this article right here, U.S. passes $95 billion bill, or passes $95 billion in aid for Ukraine, the small hats, and Taiwan, as you see right there. You know, meanwhile, while they're sending all these taxpayer dollars to fund these wars, this is what's going on.
Yeah, this looks really bad here in this corner. Really, really bad.
Los Angeles collapsed.
Here's another shop. There's the for Lee sign. Look how bad this looks. Everything is tagged, vandalized, dirty. Here was one of the entrances. Really run down. Man, it stinks in here. Look at the ground. Look at the flies. I don't know if you can tell. Man, they even tagged the ground. All of these businesses are closed. I guess you can tell this is a dumpster. Now we're on 14th and Main. And at least they're putting the trash all in the same place. There's people looking around. There's people looking around to see if they can find anything. Yeah, it's getting a little out of hand over here on this abandoned lot. Let's keep going. More closed places. Coming soon. I don't think so. King of Fishers. I was the king of nothing. I think this was a retail pharmacy on this corner here. Now it's empty. Completely empty for leaves. We're in downtown LA, walking on Main Street. Of course, we couldn't leave out Main Street from our street audits here in LA. We're gonna start at 3rd and Main and walk our way to at least 12th and Main. Let's get ready for a shocking video. This here used to be the Barclay Hotel, closed now. This is just a business that was next to the hotel. Here's another business that was next to the hotel, closed. Here's the actual entrance to the hotel. Looks like they're cleaning it. Some of them are wearing hazmat suits. This is another business next to the hotel, also closed. There's the for Lee sign up there. For Lee's. That was the old hotel sign. Gone now. And across the street, same thing. Retail for Lee's. The one next to it as well, same thing. For Lee's. Flagship retail, that's what it says. The entrance here has been boarded up and painted over. It says Farmers and Merchants Banks. Go now. All this here is on 4th and Main Street. Now we're on the 400 block of Main Street, same block. This corner here and all the other shops gone. Restaurant space for lease. The one right next door, same thing. This used to be a Vietnamese restaurant. Look how run down this is. Next place, closed. Next place, also closed. Next place, gone. And it goes on and on. Here's another one. And another one. There's the for lease sign. And another one. Man, this is bad. I'm sure this is probably part of that. 30 years restaurant, one night. This is also another place that has closed. I think this was another restaurant. Not sure. Across the street, that all looks closed over there. So it's the next corner. Ah, looks closed. This corner looks really bad. I don't know if it's safe to venture that way. Look how bad this looks. Now this doesn't have any signage as far as leasing. Across the street looks really bad. Look how bad this looks. Everything is tagged, vandalized, dirty. Here was one of the entrances. Really run down. Yeah, this looks really bad here in this corner. Really, really bad. Here's another shop. There's the for lease sign. I don't know what this is. This sidewalk has been fenced off to avoid camping on the sidewalk. But you can see there it says available. All these shops, every door is a different shop that used to be there. That one there says available. He looks in a hurry. Available. Available. Let's get across the street. I see more shops over there that are vacant. Yeah, these here are vacant shops. They don't have any signs, but they're sure are empty in there. Here's another one. And here's another one, 3 in a row. I hear more sirens. Same block after those 3 vacant stores. In the corner here, this is available. This used to be Earthmart. There's the retail leasing sign up there. Vacant now. The shelves are still in there. Maybe these recently closed. There's refrigerators in the back.
I mean, I'll put the link in the description for this video. The point is that while America is steadily collapsing, going on a decline, economy is collapsing in many different states here in America, this is what you got going on. This right here. All that money is being used to fund Ukraine, Israel, and Taiwan could easily be used to support opening businesses, repairing infrastructure, right? But there's a reason why all these billions, hundreds of billions of dollars is going towards funding these wars. There's a reason for that. Let's go to Jeremiah chapter 51, verse 7. Babylon have been a golden cup in the Lord's hand that made all the earth drunken. The nations have drunken of her wine, and that wine is a metaphor for America's idea way of living, which would be America's philosophies, which America's philosophy is based on democracy. And what is democracy? What is America's democracy backed by? The Aleister Crowley doctrine, do as thou wilt shall be the will of the law. Okay? Just let people be what they want to be. Let people do what they want to do. Undisciplinedness, wantonness, a life of no integrity. Just do what feels good. You know, that's America's wine, which they have spread throughout the earth, especially to these other countries, which they now have under control. Therefore, the nations are mad, meaning they're crazed. They don't lost their mind. There's a difference between being mad and being angry. When you're mad, it means you've lost your goddamn mind. When you're angry, you're upset about something, you know? Okay? So Babylon is suddenly fallen and destroyed. Howl for her, take balm for her pain. Let's look up this word balm. Okay, that word there is taraya. Okay. Or is that Tazaria? I believe that's Tazaria. Well, we found Tazaria, Tazaria's name. Okay, Tazaria. It says a kind of balsam, balm, salve as merchandise, as medicine, And what is medicine used for? Medicine is used for healing, right? And another word for healing is what? Reparations. Let's go over here and type in balm definition. Okay? A balm is a fragrant ointment or preparation used to heal or soothe the skin. Okay? A tree which yields a fragrant, resinous substance, especially one used in medicine. And what do you see right here? Down here, for similar words, you see ointment, lotion, cream, lotion, salve, okay, liniment, embrocation, rub, gel, okay, unguent, balsam, moisturizer, okay, unction. The word unction is there. So, you know, a balm, in other words, a balm is a medicine or something that's used for healing. Now, as we will always say, there is no reparations for America. Okay, there's no reparations for Babylon, which is America. Okay, It says we would have healed Babylon because what would be an example of healing Babylon? What would be an example of healing a country with a damaged economy? Well, first, you would start by hiring businessmen who could set up corporations and businesses that could bring the government more money, you know, because in setting up businesses and setting up corporations, you know, you could hire, those businesses could hire people, it would increase the labor of the country, more people will have jobs, it would reduce homelessness, it would reduce the crime rate, because what makes up an economy ultimately? Consumption and production is what makes up a economy in a nutshell. Consumption and production. When an economy is producing more than it's consuming, you have a flourishing economy because there's plenty to go around. The price on goods is cheap because there's plenty of it. And in return, the cost of living is affordable, food is affordable, merchandise is affordable, people's getting paid good, you got more jobs, you know, and generally you have more happy people. So yes, healing starts with creating more jobs, more businesses, you know, creating more corporations. But now when you got more businesses going out than businesses that are being created, you have a bad economy because then you have more consumption going on in your economy than you do production. And that's bad. When you have a economy that's consuming more than producing, you have a falling economy that is bound to reach ruin. And that's what we're witnessing here with America. The state of America's economy is in a state of consumer more than producer. And everybody knows, if you was not born under a rock, everybody knows that America is the top consumer continent on the planet. Everybody knows that America is the top consumer continent on the planet. This country consumes way more than it produces. And that's why you see an increase in food prices. That's why you see an increase in merchandise. That's why homelessness is at an all time high. That's why there's more. That's why the unemployment rate is going up every day. The cost of living is high. Like, how the fuck does a one bedroom apartment cost more than how the fuck does renting a one bedroom apartment cost than renting a four bedroom house? A four bedroom house is literally 650 a month here, but a one bedroom house is like from somewhere from like 700 to $1,000. But again, that's what happens when you have a country with an economy that consumes way more than it produces. So we would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed. And here's your example of a country that is not being healed. This country has been wounded. It has been wounded by consumption and wantonness and crime rates and homelessness and angry and hateful people. And poor leadership. Your Democrats, your Republicans, your congressmen, your House of Representatives, your Senate, they're all a joke. They're all being puppets, being controlled by the second puppet master in command, who is Esau Edom. And that's starting with the so-called elites who call themselves Rothschilds and Rockefellers. They're the ones pulling the strings of all your Democrats, your Republicans, your mayors, your presidents, your Democrats, your House of Congress, your House of Representatives. Because at the end of the day, they're all no more than what? Your modern day wizards, your modern day astrologers, your monthly prognosticators. They're no more than your modern day familiar spirits and wizards and warlocks and witches. All your Democrats and Republicans and the House of Representatives and the Senate and even the judicial system is filled with witches. They're all witches, warlocks, sorcerers, soothsayers, astrologers. Pron- uh, 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 you know, okay. So, hey, because this country is being ran by wickedness, this country is steadily and ultimately the wound on this country it comes from the judgment of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. Let's get that real quick. Okay. Zephaniah, excuse me. Did I spell that right? Ze- Zephaniah 2 verse, excuse me, Zephaniah 2 verse 8. Let's go to 2 verse 5. What was it? Hold on. Was it Zephaniah? Zephaniah chapter 2 verse 8. Okay, so let me just do this then. Bible every morning. Bring hands. Okay, so it's Zephaniah 3 and 5. Okay, Zephaniah chapter 3, verse 5. Okay, it says, the just Lord is in the midst thereof. He will not do iniquity. Every morning doth he bring his judgment to light. He faileth not, but the unjust knoweth no shame. Okay. And then there's another one where it says, Bible, the Lord loveth judgment. KJV. Let's get that. Psalms 37. Okay. Psalm 37, verse 28. For Yahweh, Bashem, Yahweh loveth judgment and forsaketh not his saints, for they are preserved forever, but the seed of the wicked shall be cut off. So that was Psalms 37, verse 28. Okay. The Lord loveth judgment. So you see, the reason why this whole country is falling apart, because really it's the judgment of the Heavenly Father Yahweh in the name of his son Yahweh Shai. Yahweh Bahasham Yahweh Shai. So we would Jeremiah 51 verse 9, we would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed. Forsake her and let us go every one into his own country, for her judgment reacheth unto heaven and is lifted up even to the skies. You see that? Her judgment, right? The judgment that the Lord is bringing on this country reacheth unto heaven and is lifted up even to the skies. With that being said, let's go to Isaiah 47 verse 1. Okay. Come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon, which is America. Sit on the ground, there is no throne. What is a throne? A throne is a symbol of rulership. Okay. There is no throne, O daughter of the Chaldeans, for thou shalt no more be called tender and delicate. And this country is no more being called tender and delicate. You want to know when this country was called tender and delicate? Back in the late 1800s, where you could use a $5 bill to buy a month's worth of groceries. Okay? You could buy a month's worth of groceries with a $5 bill, where millions of people would invest in the stock market in order to get rich. They would put 500 in and they would come out that bad boy with what? Like 5,000, which if you had $100,000, you was considered rich. You could buy a month's worth of groceries with just $5. What do you think $5,000 was back then? Okay, and I did my research on the stock market. Yeah, million, and it was all Edomites. Okay, you would have never heard about no colored folks in the late 1800s investing in the stock market. Now it was all Edomites. You want to know when this country was called tender and delicate? When there used to be a man who used to travel around or walk. He used to travel around rather on bike or on foot, and he would deliver a glass of milk to your house, to your doorstep. You want to know when this place was called tender and delicate? When you would have a man who would run around rather on foot or he would travel by bike and he would literally throw newspaper in your yard. He was known as the newspaper boy. You want to know when people were called tender and delicate? When you could go to a restaurant, eat a fancy meal, and a fancy expensive meal at a restaurant, the most you would probably pay was probably 50 cents. And that was for like a steak dinner, a lamb dinner with potatoes, macaroni, some steamed broccoli, only the finest, right? You want to know when this place was called tender and delicate? when you never even heard about closed businesses. When vandalism was illegal. You got arrested for vandalizing on walls and shit. You got tickets for jaywalking. So this country is fucking finished. What can you do with a $5 bill today? Maybe buy a roll of toilet paper. You know, maybe a can or two of chili, maybe a loaf of bread, and maybe something to snack on, like maybe a $1 candy bar. That's it. And those things will probably won't even last you a week. So this country is finished. Okay, this country is no longer being called tender and delicate. And here's your proof right here.
There's more shops here. Let's check out these other shops. This is the same place. There's a place, the for Lee sign. This corner, it's all boarded up. This was another restaurant. Very next corner. Go now. This was the outdoor seating area. That's the restaurant signage up there. Glass is covered with paper. Large
With that, I'm
restaurant
gonna
as well.
say shalom. Is on to the next one.